Dear students, you made it to week 3. You continue to make progress in this class. I know it's intensive, it's an 8-week class. So this is week 3, so we have 5 more weeks to go. Now, in this instructional video, I want to cover the items for week 3. You may have received or you may have listened to 3 instructional videos that I've posted online this morning. The first one discusses the nature of a literary analysis. The reason behind this is because your first essay is a literary analysis essay. So I was able to discuss the nature of a literary analysis. I provide a brief description of the literary analysis essay on the short story called A Good Man is Hard to Find. The second video I was able to post online is called Some Tips About Your Literary Analysis Essay. Some tips about your literary analysis essay. So in this instructional video, which is part 2, I offer further details about how to write a good literary essay. I offer some tips which you will find helpful or meaningful in the process of researching, in the process of writing your own literary essay for this class. And the final instructional video I posted, it is an overview that I did on the short story, A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. So I summarized this story for you, and I also commented on the major themes in this story. For example, grace and redemption, the relationship between good and evil, family dynamics, and so forth. So you will find my overview very helpful to help you navigate through that text. Now, I also posted 3 items. The first item that I posted is called the essay and structure. Basically, I provided some very helpful instructional tips how to structure your essay, how to structure the paragraph, how to write a good paragraph, and how to write an essay that is coherent, that is unified, an essay that is balanced. You will also see another instructional lesson that I posted online. It's called How to Integrate Sources in Your Essays. Some tips. So I provided some tips how to incorporate sources in your essay, because for your first essay, you're going to need at least 2 sources, 2 outside sources to integrate, okay? And to support your claims, to support your analysis, to support your value judgment. This week, the theme for this week, or the topic for week 3, is the literary essay. You will see in chapter 9 in our text. So I have assigned chapter 9 in our text, which covers the topic of analyzing. This is exactly what you're going to do. Literary essay has to do with analyzing the text. Read the text closely, or close reading, or exegetical analysis that you will be doing. So that is on page 132 and through 156. And the text itself, the short story, A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. Make sure you click on the content table tab, I meant to say, on Blackboard. Then click on required course materials. Then you can look for A Good Man is Hard to Find. The PDF file is there. So you're going to read. This is what you read. I also posted another video for you to read why you should read Flannery O'Connor. So this is a good overview of the importance of O'Connor as a Southern writer. For the assessment activities, okay, the following assessment activities are due this Wednesday, May 29th at 11:59. So you must complete questions number 1 through 5, okay, on page 156. 156 questions. In fact, you're going to read chapter 9, as I mentioned. Chapter 9 is it's a little lengthy, but it's very helpful. Make sure you take the time to read this chapter because you will find it very helpful for your literary essay and for the subsequent essays you will be doing in this class. And also, I want you to take the time to read carefully the simple essay that is that actually begins on page 148, and it stops on page 155, and the questions that follow, okay, are on page 156. For example, the first question reads, Wesley Cohen has a lot to say about Cosmopolitan, but what is her primary claim about what's happening over as Cosmo? So this is the first assignment you will be doing. Make sure you take the time to read carefully and get it done. The second assignment you will be doing, you will complete the planning sheet document. Again, for your literary essay. Again, click on content and look for required course materials, and you're going to look for planning sheet document. In a separate video, I will be talking about how to complete that document. So the questions, the five questions are due, and the planning sheet document is due on the 29th. And so on June 2nd, June 2nd is a Sunday. The first draft of your literary essay is due. The first draft of your literary essay is due. Make sure you get it done. That is this coming Sunday, June 2nd, the first draft is due. Okay, and I'm going to repeat myself. Make sure you read carefully the documents that I posted under course materials. I posted how to write a literary essay, what is a literary essay, how to incorporate sources in your essay, and there's actually a simple literary essay that you must read to help you in the process. Now, so the first draft is due on Sunday. So what I'm going to do, after I receive the first draft, I'm going to give you comments. It's for a credit. It's for credit. So you actually receive a grade on the first draft. Take the time to write a good first draft. And the final draft will be due on Friday, June 7th. Final draft is due Friday, June 7th. So my goal when you submit the first draft on the second on Sunday, my goal is to be able to grade them within 2 days. So by Tuesday night, you should see my comments. You should see my feedback in your essay. Make sure you incorporate my comments and feedback. Then you're going to submit the final draft with revisions now on the 7th, which is a Friday. That's all I have for you for today. I hope you have a great week 3. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be posting another instructional video, how to complete the planning sheet for your literary essay.